The trend of commission-only sales is here to stay. If you're watching this, you're most likely a high-ticket closer, and in this video, I want to explain how you can use the trend of high-ticket closing. All these people buying these info programs, coaching products, saying, hey, become a remote closer, it's such a great thing. This video is for those who have already been there, done that, and are seeing the shifts in the marketplace, and are wanting a way to generate an income beyond just taking more sales calls. Because once more, when a trend is happening, there is opportunity, and what's most important is that you are well-positioned to capture as much of that opportunity as early in the trend as possible, which I feel like we are still in. And in this video, I'm gonna explain exactly how you can utilize the trend of commission-only sales teams to be able to, one, better position yourself and capitalize more without needing to trade your time for dollars on sales calls. Commission-only sales teams is what is called a capital-efficient way to run a business. Capital efficient meaning it doesn't cost much money to be able to run, operate, and scale. You see, most businesses and industries outside of the space that we're in have to use salaries to get salespeople to work for them. The reason being is really two. One, their product they're offering really sucks, or two, they don't know how to get people to work or develop an incentive plan in a way in which people will go out there and make it happen. The beauty of the commission-only structure is that it forces someone to work. It aligns the incentives so hard around performance that if you don't perform, you don't get paid. Now, there's a certain elite class of salespeople who would rather live on commissions because they know that, hey, remove the base, remove the overhead, and allow me to make more, and I'll go out there and get after it and make it happen. But this is where you yourself could potentially go out to businesses and create this structure, create this opportunity, this environment for salespeople, and get paid not on the effort to sell, but on the effort to manage and lead people who can sell. You see, because I like to call salaries a sedative. If you are salaried, it's a sedative. It's sedative. It slows you down. Because when you are on a salary, you have the option to not perform. And this is where companies lose a lot of money praying that someone's going to be able to perform when they come on the team. Why? Because once more, they might not be able to put an incentive plan in place. And it's not because they can't, it's because they don't know how. But going beyond that, what good is a salesperson who can't sell? A salesperson really has one job, and that is to close deals, obviously. But if you give someone a salary, there's the room or chance that they can do everything other than sell, because they will still be just as well off, if not. And so this is where that capital efficient piece comes in, because why would I want to develop a team of people who have the choice to get the result but may not take it? Why would I want to risk my time and dollars funding and supporting these people who may or may not perform or produce? That is the power of a commission-only structure, is it forces performance. Otherwise, all the people who are not performing will leave if you don't cut or churn them beforehand. That is if the opportunity is lucrative enough. However, this is where you, as someone who might have worked in the commission-only space, can go into industries that aren't using commission-only sales teams, develop these structures and systems for them, and install commission-only salespeople who, once again, are well incentivized to do their job to the standard they need to, because hell, they need to pay their bills. It's not like they're not going to sell the product. It's not like if you or I were given a really good opportunity, we wouldn't sell it. We would. The challenge is just having the opportunity. And this is why I say capital efficient, because look at the exchange for a business owner. What's the alternative? I can have a salaried sales team that's doing maybe $60,000, $70,000 a year per salary, depending on the person's background. So I'm going to lose maybe between $5,000, $6,000, or $7,000 a month for this one person who may or may not perform. I might be out of the whole $15,000 to $30,000 before I realize he's not worth staying. That's a lot of cost. That's not really capital efficient. Or I could develop a system and incentive plan that is so well aligned that I could hire somebody at no cost to come in, run, sell, and make me profits, and I pay them after I've gotten paid as a business. And that is where the opportunity lies. That is how you want to position yourself, because high ticket closing, right, this whole trend of people coming into the industry, it is really only well known in the space that we know. There hasn't been a lot of people who've been able to take it in industries outside of the ones that we work in. Not because they can't, but because they never thought to, or don't know how, because they're not good enough at it. And that's where, if you click at the links down below or somewhere around this video, you can learn a little bit more about my stuff. This isn't for beginners, it's for people that are fairly advanced in their sales career and are looking for really that next step or that next platform. But the point being, if you're so courageous, you can hire, train, develop, and manage a team of commission-only closers to sell a product which you pick, and you can get paid $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month, plus a percentage of what that commission-only team produces. The only thing you need to do is, one, find the killers who work on a commission-only basis, present them that opportunity, and get them to begin working for it. Two, ensure that they are well incentivized and feel like they're moving towards a goal which they can achieve, so they don't churn and they don't stay. And businesses will gladly pay you day in and day out. Because hey, what's the alternative? I could hire 4 salespeople on $60,000 a year and burn roughly $20,000 a month on overhead costs, or I could pay you $10,000 a month, half of what it would cost for me to build in a team that has no charge to me, that performs and produces at a more profitable rate. Not too bad of a deal, is it? So that's where the opportunity of fractional sales consulting comes in. But that's all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.